Hi, welcome to Sage Blue Tarot. Today is June 3rd, 2021. I'm going to start the collective reading by asking Tarot, what does collective need to hear today? I'm going to cut the deck. And we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So I'm seeing new opportunities are underway, but maybe something is kind of keeping you from these new beginnings at this time. We have the Page of Cups reversed. So I feel like maybe emotions are running high right now. You feel like maybe you need to just cry it out and see what there is after you do this to kind of be able to see more clearly, right? I'm kind of seeing that maybe right now you're kind of feeling like tender and kind of like not so good, and you're kind of feeling lost and you're not sure, and you're just kind of swimming in it right now. So we have the Temperance card upright. This card to me shows the importance of just remaining as balanced as you can be, as centered as you can be, and kind of allowing for that balance to equate to inner peace and for better judgment, for better discernment, and to see what's kind of going on with you right now. We have the Nine of Pentacles upright, so I'm seeing that it is going to be awesome for you. You just gotta have this moment to cry it out, to be in your feelings, and to kind of explore your world in a new way, right? The Temperance card is about the spirituality and then this realm, right? This physical realm. So kind of start to see how they intermingle, how they dance together, right? In order to be able to get new perspective. And I feel like that's what's going to be, I feel like that's what the Ace of Pentacles is trying to tell you. It's trying to tell you like, hey, a new beginning is this way. It's this route. Just go ahead and follow me and trust me. With the Page of Cups reversed, I'm seeing that maybe you're having a hard time trusting your emotions, right? But just know that your emotions are there for a reason, right? It's this energy moving that's trying to guide you and move you somewhere. So I feel like you've got to kind of dance with that and see where it takes you, right? Because I feel like there's going to be new opportunities at the end of that route. It's going to take you to that Nine of Pentacles upright, which is pretty much a person having a wonderful time surrounded by beautiful beauty and amazing animals and just joy and wonder. And we have the Five of Cups reversed. So with this card, I'm seeing that there is a loss that you are over or almost over, but it's kind of lingering still. You're kind of still like have a finger on it, like, yeah, but I still kind of want to think about it. I still kind of want to be there. But I feel like it's going to be just kind of an emotional time right now. And we have the Queen of Swords reversed. I'm seeing that right now is going to be good for you to fortify your boundaries, right? And to kind of not allow for your emotions to come in and wash the boundaries away, right? I'm kind of sensing like a softening of boundaries, but just make sure that it's going to be good for you, right? Always make sure that you're good and know that your heart knows the way, right? And I feel like with the Temperance card, know the balance of boundaries and of others and you and spirituality and this physical world, and allow for that to guide you. Allow for you to be shown new ways of living and existing and of grieving and mourning, right? We have the Nine of Cups reversed. So I'm seeing this as the Wish card. I'm kind of seeing that, I mean, it's a good card reversed or upright, right? I mean, they're all good cards, but I feel like you may be having a hard time believing in your wishes, right? You're kind of having a hard time even saying them out loud or writing them down. You're kind of maybe feeling like unworthy, right? Like you kind of have this big picture of what you would like, but you're kind of having some doubt because you feel so much pain right now, so much emotional pain and anguish about something. Yeah, the Eight of Wands reversed. So I feel like messages are trying to come in, but I feel like it's kind of murky right now. Like maybe you're just doubting them, you're doubting the truth. And I feel like maybe you're somewhere else, right? Because the Queen of Swords came up reversed. I'm seeing that there's just a lot going on in your mind right now, and it's kind of seducing you into its maze. And I'm kind of seeing that there's going to be power in your thinking mind to just go ahead and dive into a new way of being, a new way of trusting, a new way of allowing for beginnings to come in and to flow, right? To wash away all that you've known, all that you've been, and to allow for that newness to come in. The world reversed. I'm seeing that you're maybe trying to hold on to this world that is already gone. It's already been shaken up. And I feel like your thinking mind is trying to seduce you into thinking, no, this is still here. We're still thinking about it. So we're keeping it alive in this way. But I don't see that you're happy with it, right? I'm kind of seeing a lot of reversed cards, the Page of Cups reversed. I'm seeing the Five of Cups reversed. I'm seeing that you're not really happy with this world, but something about it is seducing you to still be in it. And so maybe because it's familiar, right? Because it's familiar, you feel kind of comfortable in it, even though you're uncomfortable. But I feel like it's going to be important to just go ahead and dive into something new. The Eight of Wands energy is coming in. So that means new messages are coming in, right? New messages, having the keys to navigate this part of your life, this new way of being and seeing the world and your obstacles. And I'm kind of sensing that your mind is just not to be trusted right now, right? I feel like it's seducing you in ways you don't need to be seduced, right? I feel like it's taking you into this misery path, and it's just this loop, and you kind of need to get out of it by going somewhere else, right? Kind of tune into where else you should go. Maybe your heart, maybe your body, maybe just the curiosity of the world around you, right? Allow for newness to come in and wash over your life. And we have the Two of Swords upright. So I'm seeing that you're going to be able to balance this mental energy as long as you're able to have boundaries around it, right? I'm kind of seeing that if you're able to put your mind into different compartments, like this is my thinking mind, this is my creative mind, this is my, just kind of see that the mind is very powerful, right? And we can go ahead and respect it, but just know that we don't have to always be in one part of our minds the entire time. I'm kind of seeing that maybe we've been in one part of our mind, the thinking mind, for way too long, and it's kind of like pushing the same buttons of emotion, pushing the same buttons. And I mean, that's fine. We need to process things. But at some point, we need to get to this level of balance of knowing that, all right, this thinking mind right now, if I go into it, it's going to take me down the same route, down the same emotions. And I feel like we're getting to a point where we don't want to go down the same route. We know what we're going to get. Like, we're kind of good. Like, we're done. But I feel like this is going to be possible for you, this balance, as long as you keep nurturing yourself, right? Feed yourself, treat yourself well, enjoy the beauty around you. Focus on all that is good in your life and practice gratitude, right? The Nine of Pentacles comes up whenever it's showing you like, hey, you have everything you need. You have everything you need to be happy. So like, what else do you need? What else do you want? And your mind is kind of lying to you. Your thinking mind is saying like, you know what? No, we're not going to be happy. We're going to dwell and we're going to repeat this and we're going to go down the same route just to double check, just to make sure. And I feel like you're getting to a point where you are so heartbroken that you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I'm tired of this. And the world's already shifted and I kind of need to do something different in order to be okay, to get to this balanced state, right? In order to allow for new energies to come in. I'm seeing the Two of Wands upright on the back. So I'm seeing a lot of self-reflection, a lot of seeing about who you've been, right? About who you've been before this world got shifted, before you got these new insights and perspectives and solutions and ways of being. And I'm seeing that you're kind of in, like staring in a mirror, like at a looking glass, like, okay, well, who am I really? And who am I going to become? Like, who is this future me? And where have I come from? Like, I feel like there's a lot of questions in your mind right now, and it's great for manifesting, right? It's great for kind of washing away all that you no longer need in order to make space for manifesting, right? Because you have everything right now that you need. So it's just about making more space for what is to come. I feel like there's just needs to be a new way of thinking, a shift in your power almost. I feel like you've given a lot of power to a certain part of your mind, a certain way of living your life, a certain way of doing things. And I feel like right now it's just going to be important to kind of get curious about your life, get curious about the mystery of it, get curious about what new beginnings could be possible, because I feel like there's a lot of signs around you that are showing you the way. But I feel like you're kind of in this state where you're like, I can't take in any more information, so no thank you. But the information's there. The information, the Eight of Wands is trying to come through, the Ace of Pentacles is trying to come through, the Wish card is trying to come through and tell you like, no, everything that you can possibly dream of is possible, so please make a wish, right? So go ahead and kind of explore your relationship with your thinking mind, explore your relationship with yourself, and how you can maybe get more balanced, right? What you need to do, right? So I would definitely recommend meditating and kind of seeing what comes up, what the universe has to say to you. You know, try something new, try to do different things to kind of like stimulate that newness, right? Whenever we start to do something different, everything else starts to change around it. On the back, I'm seeing the 10 of Cups card upright. So I'm seeing that these visions are going to come true for you. These wonderful visions that you're having, it's just about the process, right? Just about the process and faith and trust and becoming and this whole wonderful collection of what it means to be alive and a human being. So I'm going to thank this deck. Thank you. And now I'm going to pull from the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations deck. What does collective need to hear today? Deck, and we have Malkuth, ground the kingdom. This reminds me of the 9 of Pentacles card, where it's kind of showing you like, hey, you have everything you need here on earth right now. Go outside, get grounded, take your shoes off, feel your bare feet on the ground, walk around, see what it feels like to be alive, right? Go say hi to a tree, notice the birds around you, notice any flowers, any plants. Feel a part of nature, right? Feel that as nature's growing, so are you. And we all come from this earth, right? Like we're all born here. We're all here. So it's nice to tune into the magnificence that is Mother Earth, right? That is to be here, right? Like this is the kingdom. This is where we make everything happen. We have Zukloth, Angel of Verdancy, which is to me very close to ground the kingdom. Zukloth is about all the growth on earth, right? All the beautiful animals and plants, and just kind of rejoice in it, right? Rejoice in the weather, rejoice in the nature, rejoice in your life as you're living it. And I feel like that's where you're going to find a lot of healing. I feel like that's where you're going to find a lot of answers. And that's where the 8 of Wands energy can come in and just zap you full of good ideas and insight and wisdom and maybe like new things to be curious about. And your intuition can come in and give you that balance that you need right now. Shetatiel, Angel of Silence. I recommend spending time alone. Just being in silence and peace, right? Having nothing to do, turn off everything and just sit there and observe something beautiful, right? And kind of observe yourself, observe your life, observe where you are. Just take a moment of silence to make space for this newness to come in, right? I feel like our minds can get busy sometimes, and this maze of our thinking mind can kind of suck us in, and then all of a sudden we feel these emotions that we felt before, and we feel them again with more intensity or equal intensity again and on repeat. So it kind of feels like we're playing the same song, but we don't even like the song anymore. And I feel like when we turn off all the music, we can actually allow for ourselves to rest from that and to know our lives separately from what we've been living, right? Which makes space for the Ace of Pentacles card to come in and give you new ideas, new beginnings, new starts, a way to just jumpstart your life in a new way that's more inspiring and more attuned, in alignment with who you are and who you're becoming. I was seeing Israel, Angel of Song on the back. This song to me is about endings. He's singing the song about how everything's going to end, like everything is ending, right? Everything that you've known, who you've been, like the way you've navigated life, the way you've understood it, your belief systems. I feel like belief systems are going to be challenged right now, and I feel like it's going to be a lot of grieving, a lot of limitations being revealed, right? Almost limitations that we have put on ourselves and that we've thought that they were truths about ourselves, right? Like we thought we needed to keep doing this thing in this specific way because we have certain programming in our minds, right? And I feel like the Israel is coming out and saying like, no, like welcome the ending, because that means that a new beginning is on the horizon. Like the sun is rising onto your new life, onto your new way of being. So I'm going to go ahead and thank this deck. Thank you. So definitely take some time to be alone, right? I feel like a lot of answers come when we're alone. And just very mindful, right? Very awake when we're alone. Sometimes we can just get very busy-bodied, busy-minded, and then we have no space. We've got to make space, right? If you want the cool presence to come in, if you want universe to communicate with you more clearly, it's nice to take some time to be in silence. So now I'm going to use the Trust Your Vibes Oracle deck, and I'm going to ask, what does collective need to hear today? Oh, okay, so some cards that just came out. Got 3 cards that came out. Perfect. We've got body talk. So listen to your body, right? Take some moments of silence to just tune into your body. Maybe before sleeping, as you're laying there, just kind of think like, okay, what's my body doing? Where's my body? Put your left hand on your heart. Connect to your heart. Connect to what is you right now in that moment. And ask your spirit team, your ancestors, ask your guides, your spirit animals, ask for the universe to bring you that which is for your highest good, and then see what comes up, right? And give yourself what you need. Nurture yourself. Give yourself good food. Take a time out if you need. Get creative. See what comes up. We have clear the path, so get rid of anything that you've been meaning to get rid of. Get rid of anything that you don't use. Things that you've been carrying around for the memory, like it's fine to let them go, right? Take a picture of it and then let it go, because energetically that has a lot of memories, right? Sometimes we keep things for the memories, but sometimes it's really heavy and we don't really need to be keeping it with us for this long. And I feel like it can kind of stagnate the entire, I feel like it can kind of pollute things in your space if you keep having things, if you keep hoarding things, if you keep things for the memory. Just let it go. If it doesn't make you happy anymore, right? Like if a part of your heart doesn't want it, that's a big sign, right? And if it takes like convincing for you to want to keep it, like that's another sign. Just listen to yourself and what you need to get rid of. Books, clothes, furniture, whatever it is in your life, remove it. And then that is showing the universe like, hey, I'm making space for you to come fill it with that which is for my highest good. And that's going to reflect in your mind state as well. Energetically, you can align more with your purpose. We have stay in your own skin, so keep your boundaries. Don't take on things that aren't yours. If people come to you for problems or for solutions with their problems and you're not in the right mindset for it, if you don't feel good about doing it at that moment, practice boundaries. Practice saying no. Practice saying, hey, not now, maybe later. Start to play with interacting with people and the world in a new way, right? Because I feel like this is the perfect time to start practicing new ways of being, right? Like, why not, right? We're starting to remove things and make space for newness, and that requires for us to change as well. So definitely stay in your own skin. Give yourself what you need. Take as many time outs as you need. Have a good cry. See what comes up, right? I feel like meditating is really important at this time to see how to navigate right now. So I'm going to thank this deck. Thank you. And I'm going to thank you as well. And I will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. Hi, so now we're going to go ahead and move into the distance Reiki portion of the episode. I suggest laying or sitting in a comfortable position, but that is not necessary. Just be open to receiving Reiki healing energy. I suggest setting your own intention for the Reiki or just allowing my intention to take place, which is always for your highest good. I'm going to go ahead and take 3 deep breaths with you. Let's go ahead and inhale, hold, and exhale. Again, inhale, hold, and exhale. And inhale, hold, and exhale. I will now begin sending Reiki. When you are ready, start to come back into your body and open your eyes. Welcome back. Thank you so much for showing up today. And I suggest drinking water since a lot of energy is moved during Reiki sessions. And I will see you in our next episode. Thank you and